you gonna go back to sleep? You should. Oh, wow, Mommy's hair is looking special today, huh? Good morning, everybody. I know. Try to go back to sleep. I'm sorry you woke up. I'm sorry, honey. You can try to go back to sleep. Good morning. You don't have to be awake, precious. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to be awake. You can go to sleep right now. You can lay your head down and go to sleep right now. Yeah. You can go to sleep right now. It's okay. It's okay to sleep. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? I'm multitasking, watching you and the Oh my, let us know if anything interesting happens, yeah? Yeah. Yeesh. Yeah. Back is sort of a good sword. Look at him. Hey everybody. Yeah, I know, sweetheart. You want your nap back, huh? Yeah. Hey. Go to sleep. It's okay. It's okay. You can sleep. I think this time she really wants the nap. You know, she's fighting it, but she wants it. She was asleep, and then she woke up maybe like a minute ago, 2 minutes ago. But hopefully she'll fall back to sleep. Are you gonna fall back to sleep? Yeah, I think you are. Yeah, I think you are. Let me see your face. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's better. It's nice when Mommy can see your face and you don't bury it in her shirt. Soft, you let it fall off. Oh. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Boop. Hi. Yeah. Was your sock about to fall off? Is that what happened? Yeah. It's okay. We fixed it. I know you're so grumbly because you just want to sleep. But you can sleep. Sleep. Yes, you can. Alright. Coffee. Everyone got their coffee this morning? You desperately need it, so, we're making it. That's what we're doing. We're making coffee. Thank you, Jamie. I try to make it look good. I try to make it taste good, and it's just looking good as a byproduct, I guess. But I am told it tastes good. I have yet to run into anyone who likes coffee that doesn't like the way I make it. So that's good, right? I know people who don't like coffee, but that's different. If people don't like coffee, I just don't give it to them. A very big yawn. It was a very big yawn. Yeah. I love the stage where the cheeks stay. I know, right? It's so cute and puffy. So cute and puffy. Yeah. You have the cutest, puffiest cheeks, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. We can fall back asleep. We can fall back asleep. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We can. We can. Do you think that people come on before we read, like all the people who leave by the time we start reading, because they're trying to figure out if she's one of the dolls or not? Can you breathe? Can you show mommy your face? Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. Excited for class tonight. Yes, mild crunchies for the kids. Yeah, that makes sense. There's plenty of ways to. The great thing about this slime is that there's tons of ways to do it, right? You know, we're gonna go through. Wow, this is really just. It's a bad hair day for me. We're gonna go through a ton of options tonight. We're gonna take it slow, and it's gonna be great. You just want to bonk your head on mommy over and over again, yeah? About class. Why can't I find any posts about it on Patreon? I don't know, but I just posted a link this morning, and I can post another link if you want. How do you think that's a doll? I'm not understanding. I mean, a lot of people do, though. That's the thing, Christy. You saw I got like 50 comments asking if she was real or not. Yes, the original post. Yeah. If you remind me when class is over, I can post it on again. Like I can post a link. I wonder if people sitting live with fake favors. Maybe they do. I genuinely. Did you see the baby I posted on Patreon? I didn't. No. You're being a wiggly worm right now. Can you not wiggle while we walk? Can we not wiggle while we walk? Mommy needs coffee. Mommy's very tired. Sleepy mommy. Sleepy mommy. Okay. Let us. They do with those real babies. They do. They just sit there and hold them. And I knew there was a community, but I didn't know that they like held them like this in their lives, you know? But wouldn't they, if they were dolls, like show their faces? As opposed to like, you know, my real baby whose face I don't show. Hey, Jillian. Please, let me have it, honey. I need the coffee, sweetheart. Yeah, and people who are grieving, you know, there's that also. They interact with them like changing diapers and feeding them. Interesting. I would definitely never change her diaper on alive. Feed her, yes. Change her diaper, no. Although, you guys, mommy wrote us a diaper changing song yesterday, didn't I? Yes, mommy was deliriously tired, and so we wrote a diaper change song. I can't remember it now, but I liked it. You had school today? Oh, that's exciting. How did it go? Hey, can you turn your head so you can breathe, please? Yeah. Oh, you're fighting it hard, huh? You're fighting it hard. Okay. Okay, come here. Come here. There you go. Is that better? Is that what you wanted? You want out? That is good, Isabella. That is good. It was actually to the theme song, If You're Happy and You Know It, so that is pretty close. I sing the song I wrote for my daughter. That's adorable. It was something like, how did it go? It was like, how did it go? I need to think. We need a diaper change for my girl. We need a diaper change for my girl. We need a diaper change so you're nice and dry and clean. No, that wasn't it. It rhymed. It was really good. I had it all laid out. I should have written it down. She loved it. She thought it was hilarious. She laughed her head off. Oh, you changed your mind? You don't think it's hilarious anymore? You don't think mommy's funny? Bummer. Bummer. I thought you thought I was funny. You don't think I'm funny? Oh, come on, kid. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something to work with. Anything? Anything? Are you back to sleep again? Almost. Almost asleep again. Yeah, seriously. But can you not put your head directly into... She said nope. No thank you. No thank you. Okay. What? What is it, sweetheart? What's wrong? Do you want to go in your bouncy? Is that what it is? You look like you want to be held, but you're wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Yeah. Ooh. Do you want to just lay down so you can sleep? You can, you know. You want to lay down so you can sleep? You can. You want to lay down so you can sleep? You want to kick Mommy's book? You don't like it that it's there in your way? She likes her feet to be unobstructed, but she's so tall, that's hard for me. Yeah, it's hard for Mommy to have space for you to be unobstructed because you're so tall compared to me. Okay. Okay. You want over-the-shoulder one? Yeah. I always sing, yes, of course. Yes, it's all random. Yes, totally, completely random. Whatever is in the moment, we make up a song for it, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, you're settling. We're settling. We're settling. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Jen. Oh, at the airport, where are they going? Anywhere interesting? Okay, so let's get to our reading. In case anyone doesn't know, which would be crazy at this point because we're halfway through the book, we are reading Catching Fire. Are you okay, or do you need to go into bouncy? You want your bouncy? Okay, you can go into bouncy. That's okay. You can go in your bouncy. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whee! Was that fun? Was that fun? Oh, big yawn. Yeah, big yawn. You want to bounce? She's wearing a shirt log as an industry convention. Oh, that's cool. She is in a onesie right now that says the one with the newest family member in the Friends font. So that's funny. I wish I could show you guys, but obviously it's on the front. I'll have to take a picture later and block out her face so you guys can see the cute little onesie she has. She's grown so much, Avery. She's so long. I can't wait until her next appointment so we can get her measured, you know? I mean, I guess I could just measure her here technically, but like, whatever. Did she have a rough night? She seemed restless. She actually didn't have a rough night. Isn't that weird? She does seem restless this morning, though. You're right about that. She wasn't restless until isn't that amazing, Amanda? She wasn't restless until right before book club started. But now she's smiling and going like this with her feet. You just wanted to be in your bouncer, huh? I'm bouncing her right off. Oh, she will easily be taller than me. Maybe by the time she's 10 or 12, you know. She is going to tower over me, and that's okay. That's all right. You know, her dad is so tall. But you know what the funny thing? Her dad's family isn't like really tall. He's by far the tallest one in the family. You had a rough night? Yeah, I did too. I did too, Katie. I mean, like, I'll take the naps if anyone wants to send them my way. All right, anyway, so now that she has settled in her bouncer, we are reading Catching Fire. Let's see what chapter and page we are on. Oh, that's right. Yesterday we were going to read chapter 15, and then our live was, Snaps for All. Whew, throw the confetti in the air. Oh, you're totally fine. Play with your slime. Enjoy it, Isabella. We have no judgment on that. If I didn't have the baby, I could probably read and play with slime at the same time. You broke your glasses? Oh, no. So in case anyone doesn't know what happened yesterday, no one has respect for book club, literally no one. Yesterday we were reading and we were going to read the next chapter, which was chapter 15, but then TikTok decided that they should revoke my live access because of a word that I said while I was reading the book. The word that I said was the single word for what happens if someone and I'm putting a space here, alives, themselves. Yeah, it just turned off because I had my access revoked. I'm not gonna say those things altogether, but I wanna say really quickly before we continue that I do think, yes, at least we finished the chapter first, right? Because it was in that chapter that it happened. I do think, I have to say, that it's actually not a positive. I can understand, so it was like, it gave me like warnings and it was like, hey, if you're struggling, reach out for help, whatever, yada, yada. But like, this is the problem, is like, if someone was actually, so like, okay, there's two, I'm of two minds about it, and then we'll get reading. The first is, I don't think that word should be banned because what if
someone is trying to do something for like positive awareness, you know, and you just say that word, like the line that I said was to prevent XYZ, and they're pulling that away. Exactly, Amber. And I mean, first of all, we're reading, but even if I wasn't reading, exactly, a warning pop up, fine, no problem. But also they shouldn't like ban you from saying the word. So while I do think that probably what they're trying to avoid is like people who come on and are lying and are saying that to like get money or attention or whatever like that, I'm sure that actually does happen. And that is something, exactly, that was my third point, Stephanie. If someone is actually having a rough time and they're like, hey, I need to talk to someone because I am feeling bloop, 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 the word, and then you just kick them off live, what are we doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if it was someone who's like 20 years old, let's say 19, 20, they have live access and they're really struggling and they're like, yeah, exactly. And they're like, I need someone to talk to, I need help, all the other yes, they're taking away, exactly. They need to calm down about it, but they also need to allow the best part of TikTok. So social media, this is something I feel very strongly about. Social media has some downsides, right? But I think overall, the absolute positives far outweigh the downsides. Like, there have been so many articles written about the harms of social media, but man, oh man, do I want to write an article about the positive sides of social media and submit it to like The Atlantic or something like that, because exactly, censoring the word does not make it go away, and taking away the positives that social media provides doesn't help anyone. The community building, the spread of good information. Like, my husband was just talking, so you guys know, Secret Husband does not do social media, right? Yeah, exactly. It does desensitize it. Heather is 100% right on this one. Just saying the word for this fruit, a grape, takes away what the actual, like, I can say like, I really love frozen grapes and we all can laugh about it because that's actually delicious and wonderful. But using the word that is like, I think that as soon as Secret Baby is big enough, we're gonna cut grapes in half and we're gonna feed them to her, right? Like, exactly, it makes it all weird. Like, why can't we just have fruit be fruit? You know, but I understand why people found that workaround, but like, we shouldn't have to have the workaround, I guess, is my soapbox here, because it's not doing anyone any favors. But what I was gonna say is like the positive spread of information on social media, like there were some things that like Secret Husband doesn't do social media at all, and all of this stuff that we have, like, there's a lot of things I knew about babies, but like there's a lot of things that I didn't know about babies, and especially about milk production and like all of those things. Like, it was so great to have people who have been there before providing new information. And he was like, man, we would never have known whatever the thing is if it wasn't for that TikTok video you found, or like whatever like that, you know? And he doesn't even like social media, and he can admit that. So that's my soapbox for the day about taking away the positives of how social media can actually really help a lot of people. So that's my thought on the matter. And you can agree or disagree, but it is what it is, right, sweetheart? Did you hear that? She said, she agreed with me. Ooh, we love an agreement. Okay. Anyway, let's read chapter 15 that we were going to read yesterday before we were so rudely interrupted by the tickety talks. I remember back in the day, if you were out, they wanted you to, horrific, disgusting, right, Amanda? I mean, truly, truly horrible. It scares me that I got so bad with my mental health that is scary, Isabella, and I'm glad that we are a community that can talk about that and not stigmatize that you had that feeling, but be here to tell you that you're worthwhile, and we love having you in book club, and we would rather you not do that, because what would book club be like without you? The baby's laughing because she's like, it would be ridiculous without you. She can't read. Can you read? We read books this morning, didn't we? We have a new book about an axolotl who wants to enter a dance competition, huh? But he wasn't listening to his friends because his friends said, can we try this dance move, right? Yeah, she's laughing. She remembers this. His friend said, what about this one? And Axel said, no, do it my way. And so they didn't want to be with him in the competition because he wasn't listening and sharing, huh? We all have to share information together, and we can try everybody's dances before we decide which one enters the competition, right? Maybe we do a little bit of everybody's. Yeah, that's a good lesson. Yeah, right? Yeah, you like that book. It's a soft book, huh? Axel the axolotl, that's right. My niece Zoe bought her an axolotl stuffed animal at the aquarium the other day, and we named it Axelrod after her favorite show, Billions. And Isabella, you should have a safe space to be able to voice your opinion. Yes, Isabella should have, and we should all have a safe space. And if Isabella isn't finding that in her, this is the other thing. There's so many people that don't find that, and I'm not saying this is Isabella's case, but what if someone is not finding that in their everyday life? Why shouldn't they have a community to reach out to, no matter how many thousands of miles away we are? Yeah, Isabella's like 6,000 miles away from me, so I can't reach her, you know, to go give her a real life hug, but we can give virtual hugs, you know, to all our friends, right? Right? Come on, give me some affirmation. It is a safe space, I agree. Come on, say yeah. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Hi. Hello. There we go. Now we're smiling. Okay, we got it. Yes, people do ruin safe spaces. It's true. Okay, anyway, let's read chapter 15 now that we have gotten our feels out. Yep, that's right. That's right, Cindy. Same. Okay. Having been through prep with Flavius, Venia, and Octavia numerous times, it should just be an old routine to survive, but I haven't anticipated the emotional ordeal that awaits me. At some point during the prep, each of them bursts into tears at least twice, but Octavia pretty much keeps running a whimper throughout the morning. It turns out they really have become attached to me, and the idea of me returning to the arena has outdone them. Combine that with the fact that by losing me, they'll be losing their ticket to all sorts of big social events, particularly my wedding. The whole thing becomes just unbearable. The idea of being strong for someone having never entered... The idea of being strong for someone else has never entered their heads. I find myself in a position of having to console them, and since I'm the person who's going in to be slaughtered, that's somewhat annoying. You know what, Katniss? I agree. It is annoying when you are the one who is having the issue and someone else is crying about it. Truly terrible. It's interesting, though, when I think of what Peeta said about the attendant on the train being unhappy about the victors having to fight again, and about the people in the Capitol not liking it. I still think that all of that will be forgotten once the gong sounds, but it's something of a revelation that those Capitol people feel anything about us at all. They certainly don't have a problem watching children be every year. But maybe they know too much about the victors, especially the ones who have been celebrities for ages. Then they don't forget that we're human beings. It's more like watching your own friends pass away. More like the games are for those of us in the districts. Capitals think it's a party and they'll cry if they want to. Yeah. It's their party and they'll cry if they want to. Right? Yeah. By the time Cinna shows up, I am irritable and exhausted from comforting the prep team, especially because their constant tears are reminding me of the ones undoubtedly being shed at home. Slime with mom time. That's a good time. Standing there in my thin robe with my stinging skin and heart, I know that I can't bear even one more look of regret. So the moment that Peeta walks in the door, I snap. I swear. Oh, sorry, Cinna, not Peeta. I don't know why I said it. The minute that Cinna walks in, I snap. I swear, if you cry, I'll end you right here and now. And Cinna just smiles. Oh, have you had a damp morning? You could wring me out, I reply. Cinna puts his arm around my shoulders and leads me into lunch. Don't worry, I always channel my emotions into my work. That way, I don't hurt anyone but myself. I can't go through this again, I warn him. I know, I'll talk to them, Cinna says. Lunch makes me feel a bit better. Pheasant with a selection of jewel-colored jellies and tiny versions of real vegetables swimming in butter, and mashed potatoes with parsley. Yeah. For dessert, we dip chunks of fruit into a pot of melted chocolate, and Cinna has to order a second pot because I start just eating that stuff with a spoon. So, what are we wearing for the opening ceremonies? I finally ask as I scrape the second pot clean. Headlamps on fire? I know the chariot ride will require Peeta and me to be dressed as something coal-related. Yeah, something along that line, he says. When it's time to get into costume for the opening ceremonies, my prep team shows up, but Cinna sends them away, saying that they've done such a spectacular job in the morning that there's nothing left for them to do. They go off to recover, thankfully leaving me in Cinna's hands. He puts up my hair first in the braided style my mother introduced him to, and then proceeds with my makeup. Last year, he used so little that the audience would recognize me immediately when I landed in the arena. But now, my face is almost obscured by the dramatic highlights and dark shadows he's put on. High arching eyebrows, sharp cheekbones, smoldering eyes, deep purple lips. The costume looks deceptively simple at first, just like a fitted black jumpsuit that covers me from the neck down. But he places a half crown like the one I received as victor on my head, but it's made of a heavy black metal, not gold. And then he adjusts the light in the room to mimic the twilight and presses a button just inside the fabric on my wrist. I look down, fascinated, as my ensemble slowly comes to life, first with a soft golden light, but gradually transforming to the orange red of burning coal. I look as if I have been coated in a glowing ember. No, that I am a glowing ember, straight from our fireplace. The colors rise and fall, shift and blend in exactly the way that coal does. How do you do this? I say in wonder. Portia and I spent lots of hours watching fires, says Cinna. Now go look at yourself. Yes, you could put acrylic paint in slime, no problem. He turns towards me. Bless you. Bless you? He turns me towards a mirror so that I can take in the entire effect. I don't see a girl or even a woman, but some unearthly being who looks like she might make her home in a volcano that destroys so many in Hamish's quell. The black crown, which now appears red hot, casts a strange shadow on my dramatically made-up face. Katniss, the girl on fire, has left behind her flickering flames and bejeweled gowns and soft candlelight frocks. She is as deadly as fire itself now. I think this is just what I needed to face the others, I say. Yes, I think your days of pink lipstick and ribbons are behind you, says Cinna, and he touches the button on my wrist again, extinguishing my light. Let's not run down your power pack. When you're on the chariot this time, no waving, no smiling. I just want you to look straight ahead, as if the entire audience is beneath you even noticing them. All right, finally something I'm good at, I say. And Cinna has a... Oh, really? Oh, really? You are out? Is that what you're saying? You want out? Do you want out? Yes. Okay, mommy take you out. You want out? Come here. 1, 2. Oh! Do you want to lay down? Do you want to lay down for a minute right here? Is this maybe what we want? Yeah? Boop, boop, boop. You're a little drooly. You got drool all over mommy's face. Yeah. You should take a nap. Do we have boogies on our nose? No, we have a clean nosy. Mommy can see your nose at this angle. Yeah. You want up? You don't want to lay down, huh? You want up. That's okay. You can be up. Yeah. You can be up. Oh, that's right. That's what you wanted, huh? You wanted up. You wanted up. That's okay. Good communicating. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me what you needed. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay, let's keep going, okay? Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Where were we in our reading, huh? Yeah. Finally, something I'll be good at, I say. And Cinna has a few more things to attend to, so I decide to head down to the ground floor of the Remake Center, which houses a huge gathering place for tributes and their chariots before the opening ceremonies. I'm hoping to find Peeta and Hamish there, but they haven't arrived yet. Unlike last year when all the tributes were practically glued to their chariots, this scene is very social. The victors, both this year's tributes and their mentors, are standing around in small groups and talking. Of course, they all know one another, and I don't know anyone. I'm not really the sort of person to just go around introducing myself, so I stroke the neck of one of my horses, trying not to be noticed. But it doesn't work. The crunching hits my ears before I even know that he's beside me, and when I turn my head, Finnick O'Dare's famous sea green eyes are only inches from mine. He pops a sugar cube in his mouth and leans against my horse. Hello, Katniss. It's as if we've known each other for years, when in fact, we haven't even met. What's the matter, sweetheart? What's wrong, baby? What's wrong? Yeah? Are you okay? Yeah? Yeah? You wanna rock? Should we rock? No. What's wrong, baby? What's wrong? What's wrong? Do we need a diaper change? We might need a diaper change. We're gonna take a quick 2-minute intermission and we'll be right back. Okay, we'll be right back. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, that was good. That was very good. Okay, we just had a little bit of a wet diaper, and that is good communicating to tell us that we don't want to sit in it, huh? We don't want to sit in that wet diaper. No fun. No fun to be in a wet diaper, huh? We don't like that. Nobody wants that. That was very good communicating your needs. Very good. Yeah, and then we take care of it, huh? Okay, now you can go back to sleep. Yeah, now that you're all clean. Okay, where were we? Yeah. Indeed. Okay, let's see where we were in our reading. Okay. Hello, Katniss, he says as if we've known each other for years when in fact we've never met. Hello, Finnick, I say just as casually. Oh, what's that? What's the matter? What's the matter? What's the matter? Hello, Finnick, I say just as casually, although I'm feeling uncomfortable at his closeness, especially since he's got so much bare skin exposed. Yeah? What's the matter? Yeah? Yeah? We're rocking. Yeah? Yeah? I know, right? She's not a Finnick fan yet. Yeah. Do you want a sugar cube? He says, offering his hand, which is piled high with them. Those are supposed to be for the horses, but who cares? They've got years to eat sugar, whereas you and I, well, we'll see if something sweet. If we see something sweet, we better grab at it quickly. Finnick Odair is something of a Why can't I read? I'm so sorry, you guys. Let's try that again. They're supposed to be for the horses, but who cares? They've got years to eat sugar, whereas you and I, well, if we see something sweet, we better grab at it quick. Finnick Odair is something of a living legend in Panem, and since he won the 65th Hunger Games when he was only 14, he's still one of the youngest victors. Being from District 4, he was a career, so the odds were already in his favor, but what no trainer could claim to have given him was his extraordinary beauty. He's tall, athletic, with golden skin and bronze-colored hair, and those incredible eyes. What's the matter, baby girl? Yeah, what's wrong? What's wrong? Yeah? What's wrong? What's wrong, my angel? Yeah. Just lay down. You can sleep. You can sleep. You can sleep. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah. While other tributes that year were hard-pressed to get a handful of grain for some matches for... Oh, honey. What's the matter? Let's figure it out. What's wrong? You want ouch? You want to go back in your bouncy now that you're dry? What do you want? Tell mommy. Hi. Hi, beautiful. You're so sleepy. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. We're so sleepy. We're so sleepy. You want to go in your bouncy now that you're dry? You might like it better dry. Okay, ready? 1, 2, woo! There you go. I know she's not happy with Finnick. She's not mad with Finnick. You feel better now? It's better to sit in that chair when we're dry, huh? Yeah, right? Yeah. Let's see, where were we? Tall, athletic, with golden skin and bronze-colored hair and those incredible eyes. While other tributes that year were hard-pressed to get a handful of grain or some matches for a gift, Finnick never wanted for anything, not food or medicine or weapons. I know, that's crazy, right? It took about a week for his competitors to realize that he was the one to kill, but it was too late. He was already a good fighter with the spears and knives he found in the cornucopia. When he received a silver parachute with a trident, which must be the most expensive gift I've ever seen in the arena, it was all over. District 4's industry is fishing. He'd been on boats his whole life. The trident was natural, a deadly extension of his arm. He wove a net out of some kind of vine that he found and used it to entangle his opponents so that he could spear them with the trident, and within a matter of days, the crown was his. The citizens of the capital have been drooling over him ever since. Because of his youth, they couldn't touch him for the first year or two, but ever since he turned 16, he spent his time at the games, being dogged by those who were desperately in love with him. No one retains his favor for long. He can go through 4 or 5 people at his annual visit, old or young, lovely or plain, rich or very rich. He'll keep their company and take their extravagant gifts, but he never stays for long, and once he's gone, he never comes back. I can't argue that Finnick isn't one of the most stunning and sensuous people I've ever seen on this planet, but I can honestly say that he's never been attractive to me. Maybe he's too pretty, or maybe he's too easy to get, or maybe it's just really that he's just too easy to lose. No thanks, I say to the sugar. I'd love to borrow your outfit sometime, though. He's draped in a gold net that is strategically knotted at his groin so that he can't technically be called naked, but he's about as close to it as you can get. I'm sure his stylists think that the more of Finnick the audience can see, the better. You're absolutely terrifying me in that getup. What happened to that pretty little girl in the dresses? He asks. He wets his lips just ever so slightly with his tongue. Probably drives most people crazy, but for some reason all I can think is that old Cray is salivating over some poor starving young girl when I see that. Oh, I outgrew the dresses, I say. Finnick takes the collar of my outfit and runs it between his fingers. Too bad about this Quell thing. You could have made out like a bandit in the capital. Jewels, money, anything you wanted. I don't like jewels, and I have more money than I need. What do you spend all yours on anyway, Finnick? I say. Oh, you know, I haven't dealt with anything as common as money for years, says Finnick. Then how do they pay you for the pleasure of your company? I ask. With secrets, he says softly, and he tips his head just in so that his lips are almost in contact with mine. What about you, girl on fire? Do you have any secrets worth my time? For some stupid reason, I blush, but I force myself to hold my ground. Nope, I'm an open book. I whisper back. But everyone seems to know my secrets before I know them myself, I guess. He smiles. Unfortunately, that is true. His eyes flicker off to the side. Peeta's coming. Sorry you have to cancel your wedding. I know how devastating that must be for you. He tosses another sugar cube into his mouth and then saunters off. Peeta's beside me, dressed in an outfit identical to mine. What did Finnick dare want? He asks. I turn and I put my lips close to Peeta's and I drop my eyelids in an imitation of Finnick. He offered me sugar and wants to know all my secrets, I say in my best seductive voice. Peeta laughs. Oh, not really, right? No, really, I say. I'll tell you more when my skin stops crawling. Do you think that we would have ended up like this if only one of us had won? He asks, glancing around at the other victors. Just another part of the whole freak show? Sure, yeah, especially you, I say. Oh, why especially me? He says with a smile. Because you have a weakness for beautiful things, and I don't, I say with an air of superiority. They would lure you into the capital ways, and you would be lost entirely. Having an eye for beauty isn't the same thing as weakness, Peeta points out, except possibly when it comes to you. The music is beginning, and I see the wide doors opening for the first chariot and hear the roar of the crowd. Shall we? He holds his hand out to me, and onto the chariot we go. I climb up and I pull him in after me. Hold still, I say, and I straighten his crown. You want out, huh? Yeah, okay, good communicating. I'm sorry, my baby. I'm sorry. I know you're having a rough morning. I'm sorry, my sweet angel. I'm sorry, my angel. I'm sorry. Mommy's sorry. Mommy's sorry you're having a rough morning. Yeah. 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 Oh, that's a high. You want a little more food? We just ate, but we could have more. Okay, my angel. Mommy will get you more food. That's okay. Hold on. I know. Okay, no crying. We don't need to cry about it. No. It's coming. It is imminent. Food is imminent. There it is. Oh, honey, baby. Yes. Okay, we're just repositioning. That's all. We're just repositioning. I know, you're starting to teeth and it's hard, huh? Yeah, we're starting to teeth and it's hard. That's a hard road. Yeah, she is. She's starting to teeth early and it makes everything a little bit more owie, huh? Everything's a little more owie when we teeth, huh? Yeah, that's right. Okay. All better? Yeah, I think we're better then. Okay, look at our toesies. Boop, boop. You don't want to show them your toesies? You don't have to. Okay. Having an eye for beauty isn't the same thing as weakness, Peeta points out, except possibly when it comes to you. Oh, I said that already, sorry. I climb up and I pull him in after me. Hold still, I say, and I straighten his crown. Have you seen your suit on? We're going to be fabulous again. Absolutely, but Portia says we're very above it all. No waving or anything like that, he says. Where are they anyway? I don't know. I eye the procession of chariots. Maybe we better go ahead and switch ourselves on? We do, and we begin to glow, and I can see people pointing at us and chattering, and I know that once again we will be the talk of the opening ceremonies. We're almost at the door, and I crane my head around, but neither Portia nor Cinna, who were there with us right up until the final second last year, are anywhere in sight. Are we supposed to hold hands this year? I ask. I guess they've left it up to us, says Peeta. I look up into those blue eyes of his, and no amount of dramatic makeup can make them truly deadly. And I remember how just a year ago I was prepared to unalive him, convinced he was trying to unalive me. And now everything is reversed. I'm determined to keep him alive, and I know the cost will be my own life, but the part of me is... What? Sorry. Whoop. Let's try that again. But the part of me that is not so brave as I could wish is glad that Peeta, not Hamish, is beside me. Our hands find each other without further discussion. Of course, we will go into this as one. The voice of the crowd rises into one universal scream as we roll into the fading evening light. but neither one of us reacts. I simply fix my eyes on a point in the far distance and pretend that there's no audience, no hysteria. I can't help catching a glimpse of us on the huge screens along the route. And we're not just beautiful, we're dark and powerful. No, we're more than that. We're star-crossed lovers from District 12 who suffered so much and enjoyed so little of the rewards of our victory. Do not seek fans' favors. We don't seek grace. We don't even grace them with our smiles or catch their kisses. We are unforgiving. And I love it. I love getting to be myself at last. And as we curve around into the loop of the city circle, I can see that a couple of the other stylists have tried to steal Cinna and Portia's idea of illuminating their tributes. The electric light-studded outfits from District 3, where they make electronics, well, at least that makes sense. But what are the livestock keepers from District 10 who are dressed as cows doing with flaming belts? Broiling themselves? Pathetic. Peeta and I, on the other hand, are so mesmerizing our ever-changing coal costumes, that most of the other tributes are staring at us. We seem particularly riveting to the pair from District 6, who are known morphling addicts. With bone-thin, sagging yellow skin, they can't tear their over-large eyes away, even when President Snow begins to speak from his balcony, welcoming us all to the quell. The anthem plays, and as we make our final trip around the circle, am I wrong? Do I see the president fixated on me as well? Peeta and I wait until the doors of the training center have been closed behind us to relax. Cinna and Portia are there, pleased with our performance, and Hamish has made an appearance this year as well, only he's not at our chariot. He's over with the tributes of District 11, and I see him nod in our direction, and they follow him over to greet us. I know Chaff by sight because I've spent years watching him pass a bottle back and forth with Hamish on television. He's dark-skinned, about 6 feet tall, and one of his arms ended up in a stump because he lost his hand in the games that he won 30 years ago. I'm sure that they offered him some sort of artificial replacement like they did with Peeta when they had to amputate his lower leg, but I guess he didn't take it. The woman, Cedar, looks almost like she could be from the seam with her olive skin and her straight black hair streaked with silver. Only her golden brown eyes mark her as from the other district. She must be around 60 years old, but she still looks strong. There's no sign that she's turned to liquor or morphling or any other chemical form of escape over the years. Before either of us even says a word, she embraces me. I know somehow it must be because of Rue and Thresh, but before I stop myself, I whisper, "The families? They're alive," she says back softly before letting me go. Chaff throws his good arm around me and gives me a big kiss right on the mouth. I jerk back, startled, and while he and Hamish guffaw about it, that's about all the time we got before the Capitol attendants firmly direct us towards the elevators. I get a distinct feeling that they're not comfortable with the cameras. Sorry. I am so sorry, you guys. I don't know why I can't read today. I get the distinct feeling that they're not comfortable with the camaraderie among the victors, who could seem to care less now. As I walk toward the elevators, my hand is still linked with Peeta's. Someone else rustles up beside me. The girl pulls off a headdress and leafy branches and tosses it beside her without bothering to look where it falls. It's Joanna Mason from District 7, lumber and paper, thus the tree. She won by a very convincing portrayal of herself as weak and helpless so that she would be ignored, and then she demonstrated a wicked ability to murder. She ruffles up her spiky hair and rolls her wide-set brown eyes. Isn't my costume just awful? My stylist is the biggest idiot in the Capitol. Our tributes have been trees for 40 years under her. Wish I'd gotten Cinna. You look fantastic. Girl talk, that's the thing I've been so bad at. Opinions on clothes, hair, makeup, so I just lie. Yeah, he's been helping me design my own clothing line. You should see what he can do with velvet. Velvet. It's the only fabric that I could think of off the top of my head. I have, on your tour. That strapless number you wore in District 2, the deep blue one with the diamonds, so gorgeous I wanted to reach through the screen and tear it right off your back, says Joanna. Yeah, I bet you did, I think, with a few inches of my flesh along with it. While we wait for elevators, Joanna unzips the rest of her tree, letting it drop to the floor, and then she kicks it away in disgust. Except for her forest green slippers, she doesn't have on a stitch of clothing. That's better. We end up on the same elevator with her, and she spends the whole ride to the 70th floor chatting with Peeta about his paintings, while the light of his still glowing costume reflects off her bare breasts. When she leaves, I ignore him, and I just know that he's grinning. I toss aside his hand as the door closes behind Chaff and Cedar, leaving us alone, and he breaks out laughing. What? I say, turning on him as we step toward our floor. It's you, Katniss, can't you see? He says. What's me? I say. They're all acting like this. Finnick with the sugar cubes, Chaff kissing you, the whole thing. With Joanna stripping down, he tries to take on a more serious tone unsuccessfully. They're playing with you because you're so, I don't know, you know. No, I don't know, I say, and I really do have no idea what he's talking about. It's like when you wouldn't look at me naked in the arena even though I was half dead. You're just so pure, he says finally. I am not, I say. I've been practically ripping your clothes off every time there's a camera around for the last year. Yeah, but I mean, that's for the Capitol. And for the Capitol, you're pure, he says, trying to mollify me. For me, you're perfect. They're just teasing you. No, they're laughing at me, and so are you, I say. No, Peeta shakes his head, and he's still suppressing a smile. I'm seriously rethinking the question of who should get out of these games alive when the elevator door opens. Hamish and Effie join us, looking pleased about something, and then Hamish's face grows hard. Oh, great, what did I do now, I almost say, but I see he's staring behind me at the entrance to the dining room. Effie blinks in the same direction and then says brightly, Looks like they've got you a matched set this year. I turn around and I find the red-headed Avox girl who tended to me last year in the games. I think of how it's nice to have a friend here, and I notice the young man beside her is another Avox, also red-haired. That must be the match set that Effie meant. Then a chill runs through me, because I know him too. He's not from the Capitol, but from years of having easy conversations in the hob, joking over Gracie Say's soup, and that last day watching him lie unconscious in the square while the life bled out of Gale. Our new Avox is Darius. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. All right, the next chapter, yeah, they made Darius into an Avox. The next chapter is long, and we had some delays from a wrestly little baby this time. So I know I forgot to. Bless you. And we have class tonight, so I do have to go and get work done to prepare. But maybe tomorrow we won't be restless, so we'll get 2 chapters. What do you think? We were a restless baby. We're happy now, though. It's too bad that we have to go because we're very happy now. Do you want to tell them something? Should we read one of your books? We have enough time for that. Should we do baby book club? We have enough time for baby book club. Let's go get one of your books. Let's go get one of your books. Yeah. Hold on. Let's get one. Should we read It's Nice to Be a Narwhal? Yeah. Let's read It's Nice to Be a Narwhal. I know these books are so good, Avery. I agree. Okay. Let's read It's Nice to Be a Narwhal, okay? Okay, are you ready? Here we go. It's nice to be a narwhal. Look at this. Whoa. So cool. So cool, huh? It changes. Yeah. This one's from Zoe. Zoe got you this one. Okay. It's nice to be a narwhal. It's nice to be a narwhal. I'm really very skilled. I use the nearby icebergs to make my drinks stay chilled. Whee! Wow, so cool. It's nice to be a narwhal. My tusk looks like a horn. It means that I can dress up like a magic unicorn. Yay! I know, baby legs are so nummy. It's nice to be a narwhal. I'm in an ocean band. I hang the music from my tusk so I don't need a stand. Whoa, look at the drummer. That's fun, huh? Yeah. It's nice to be a narwhal. There's lots of games to play. I race my friendly turtles to the coral reef each day. Won by a horn. Oh, look at the turtle shell. Wow. So cool. I know, I want to be a unicorn of the sea. Narwhals are real. They are. No, they're real. It's nice to be a narwhal. There's so much I can do. But now my favorite hobby is to make new friends like you. Yay! Look at the rainbow narwhal belly. Woo! 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 Is that fun? Yay! Narwhal! I know, right? The sequins are so fun. So fun. So fun. Yay! She's in denial that they're real. Yeah. Oh, we lost our socks. Right, the other one's in the other room. We can't lose this one, huh? I'm gonna put it on your bouncer so I don't lose it. Yeah. Narwhals are real for sure. And you guys know, I've told you guys my whole thing about unicorns, right? My hair is falling. Why is mommy's hair falling? Why is mommy's hair falling? I fully 110% believe that unicorns did exist. I'm not saying that they currently exist, but I definitely believe that they did exist at some point. Many reasons why I can support my claim with evidence. The first reason that I believe that unicorns existed is because I don't think it's that weird considering how many tusked and horned animals there are out there. A horse with a horn sometime in history, not that weird, right? I'm not talking about like magical unicorns, but like an actual horse with a horn, not that weird, right? I don't think that's that strange at all. They probably got unfortunately hunted and weeded out because, as we all know, anything with like ivory or whatever, tusks, horns, etc., get weeded out. But the other reason that I am so firm in my belief that there used to be unicorns is because even before the travel of information, drawings of something that looks like a unicorn appeared in so many different cultures that were so far apart from one another. How are they all drawing the same thing? Exactly, Amanda. That's exactly what I was gonna say. And a giraffe, like, giraffe has like the longest freaking neck on the planet. Why is that more realistic than a horse with a horn? You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Maybe not magical, but a horse with a horn, definitely. I 100% believe that those existed. And maybe the stories became, you know, about them being magical because of the belief that like ivory and stuff like that had, you know how it is with like all the poaching and things like that. So anyway, that is my firmest belief that there definitely were horses with horns. Definitely. What do you think? You think so? You think so? Should I kiss your feeties? You think that's silly? Is mommy silly? Do you want to tell them some of your words that you can say? She has baby words. They're not real words, but she definitely has different sounds that mean different things to her. Do you want to say, hi? Hey, what are you looking at? Oh, you're looking at the picture of mommy and daddy? That's a nice picture. You want to look at mommy? Sweet baby. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hello. You're done with me? The blinds are so interesting. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Good smile. Hello. Hi. Thank you. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hello. That's right, you're doing great mouth shapes. You want to say, ooh. Oh, he said hi. I love that. Hi, sweetheart. When he's obsessed with the ceiling fan, that's funny. Right? Yes, we're learning baby time. Ooh. Yeah? Ah. That's a good smile. Ah. Ah. Oh. That's right. Ooh. Ooh. Good mouth shapes, honey. Hi. Hello. Hello. Good job. Yeah. You're doing great. Ah. Ah. That's good. That's pretty good. Is that what? Yeah. Should we make... Do you want to sing a song? No. You're not in the mood. We have this song that we listen to. Do you guys know about the Happy Baby song? Beep, beep in the car. Choo, choo, helicopter. That one? A choo-choo train, an aeroplane, away down the slide. I just adore you every day more, wherever we go. So up in the sky or deep in the ocean, through valleys and hills, away we go. You wanna sing? Yeah? You wanna sing? Do you put up those wall arts using putty? No, my husband hung those with nails, I think. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure he hung them with nails. Not 100%. Oh gosh, thank you, Jamie. That was fake. That was not the good version of singing because I have a frog in my throat. But say thank you. Do we want to sing a different song? What song do we want to sing, my sweet angel? You're very happy mood. You're very smiley right now. Should we sing a song? What song? What song? Ah. A dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In dreams you will lose your heartache. You don't have any heartache, huh, honey? You have a good life. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Do you want to sing along? Yeah? Huh? Did you give a page number for today? I did, but now I have forgotten it. Let's just look. Let's look. What page did we end on today? We ended on page 218. Yeah. Well, spit it out, poor frog in your throat. Yes. Okay, do you want to say goodbye to everyone? You think that was silly? Oh, she thought that joke was funny. She thought that was a very funny joke. She did her full face smile laugh. She does this when she's really happy. She smiles with her whole dang face at like that. Right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to do one more sound? You say hi. Hi. You're doing great. Those are good mouth shapes. Hello. Uh-huh. Hello. Okay. Hello. I was actually thinking, bye Isabella, see you later. I was thinking as we were reading this that after we're done with the series, we need an entire Hunger Games theme to restock, right? That's what we need. Look at this hair, you guys. It's like, oh, you can't see it from there. It's like sticking straight up. It looks like it's not in the camera, but it's like all over the place. It's because we did a scalp treatment this morning, huh? Did we do a scalp treatment this morning? Yes, we did. Yes. Yeah, as soon as we're done, you two have an amazing day, Isabella. We'll see you later. As soon as we're done with the first 3 books, I think we can do a restock. And then maybe we'll follow it up with some of the other ones. Yeah? Yeah? What do you think? Should we do a Hunger Games restock? Yes? Yes? What do you think? They're all saying yes. Your book club aunties are saying yes. What do you think? Okay, good. Do you have anything else you want to say before we go? What do you want to say? Okay, that was good. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ah. Yeah. You're doing great. You're doing great. Yeah, you're doing great. That's good. Uh-huh. Okay, they said thank you. They said thank you for the confirmation. Okay, let's go get a chewy, huh? Because we're teething. Yeah, okay. Say bye, everybody. I'll see you later. All right, bye, guys. I'll see you for class. Oh, there's a class, but not the regular kind of live, but there will be one probably tomorrow and Thursday, Isabella, just like the regular kind. All right, bye, guys. See you later.